Hey there, Gnomes! Welcome back to Gnome Gamers Academy, your one-stop destination for all things gaming, optimization, and strategies. I'm Coach Josh, and today we're delving into the world of Valorant graphics settings. With Valorant clinching multiple Game of the Year awards at the Esports Awards, Riot's shooter has ascended to the realm of esports royalty. Featuring 128 tick servers, a robust anti-cheat system, and optimized engine performance, even on lower-tier systems, this free-to-play tactical first-person shooter has captivated a huge audience of gamers and shows no signs of slowing down. To excel amidst the multitude of players, optimizing your Valorant settings is essential.
Wow.
At Gnome Gamers Academy, we emphasize that in the fast-paced realm of Valorant, mastering both skills and graphics settings is crucial for maintaining a competitive edge. So let's dive into refining your settings and gear up for success. Now, before we jump into the nitty-gritty of graphics settings, let's talk about an essential first step for both high-end and low-end PCs: updating your graphics drivers.
It's time to stop!
Yep, it's like sharpening your sword or zeroing your gun before heading into battle. Outdated drivers can lead to FPS drops and even crashes. So make sure you're all up to date. Alright folks, now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into optimizing your Valorant graphics setting, catering to both low-end and high-end gaming PCs. Head over to the settings menu, click on video, then general. Interestingly, settings for general remain consistent across both low-end and high-end PCs. However, if there are any variations, rest assured, I'll point them out. Let's get into it. First up, we have display mode, set to full screen. Running your PC games in full screen mode is a way to go for maximum immersion and performance. Say goodbye to distractions and hello to smoother gameplay, higher frame rates, and reduced input lag. Plus, you'll dodge compatibility issues and optimize your hardware resources for a seamless gaming experience. Next, we have resolution. We recommend selecting 1920 by 1080 for crisp visuals while maintaining a standard aspect ratio. Pair this with your monitor's refresh rate for smooth gameplay without any screen tearing. Moving on to monitor selection. It is essential to ensure Valorant is displayed on your primary monitor for a seamless gaming experience without any display issues. Now make sure to hit the apply button after changing anything to do with display mode, resolution, or monitor, or your settings will not save. The apply button only applies to these three settings. First up, make sure to enable limit FPS on battery and set max FPS on battery to 60. This ensures smooth gameplay while conserving battery life on laptops. Next, keep limit FPS in menus, enabled with a maximum of 60 FPS. This maintains consistency in the menu's navigation without unnecessary strain on your system. Don't forget to enable limit FPS in the background and cap it at 30 frames per second. This prevents your system from overworking when Valorant is running in the background. Now for the competitive edge. Keep limit FPS always turned off. This allows your system to push beyond the limits for those buttery smooth frames. Who doesn't love a bit of extra performance? Lastly, NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. This setting is a game changer for reducing input lag, ensuring your actions are registered with minimal delay, giving you a competitive edge in a fast-paced situation. If you have a low-end PC, this should be set to on. And if you have a high-end PC, this should be set to on plus boost. Some of you may not have this option. If you do not have the NVIDIA graphics card, you will not see this in your menu. Now let's move on to graphics quality. And up first are our low-end gaming PCs. We want settings that optimize FPS without sacrificing too much visual fidelity. Here's what we recommend. Alright, let's dive into why these graphics settings are the go-to choices for low-end PCs when playing Valorant. When you're gaming on a budget-friendly rig, it's all about optimizing performance without sacrificing too much visual quality. So let's dissect each setting and why it's crucial for squeezing out every last drop of performance for your hardware. First up, multi-threaded rendering, set to all. This setting is recommended unless you have at least 8 GB of RAM, 2 GB of virtual RAM, and a CPU with at least 8 cores. With lower-end hardware, enabling multi-threaded rendering can actually degrade performance rather than improve it. Next, we have material quality, texture quality, detail quality, and UI quality, all set to low. These settings significantly reduce the demand on your system's resources while still maintaining a decent level of visual fidelity for gameplay. Turning off vignette, bloom, distortion, and cast shadows further lightens the load on your low-end hardware. While these effects can add atmosphere and realism, they're not essential for gameplay and can cause performance issues on weaker systems. V-Sync is turned off to prevent input lag and maximize frame rate, essential for maintaining smooth gameplay on low-end PCs. Anti-aliasing is set to MSAA2X to help smooth out jagged edges without putting too much strain on your GPU. Antistropic filtering set to 4X enhances texture clarity without sacrificing performance. Lastly, improved clarity and beta experimental sharpening are both turned off. While these settings can enhance image sharpness, they can also introduce visual artifacts and decrease performance on low-end rigs. These graphic settings are carefully selected to ensure smooth performance and decent visuals on your low-end gaming PC. With these adjustments, you'll be able to enjoy Valorant without breaking the bank. Now, for our high-end gaming PCs, the sky's the limit. We can crank up those settings and still maintaining the juicy FPS numbers we enjoy. Alright, let's delve into why these graphic settings are optimal for high-end PCs when playing Valorant. When you're gaming on a high-end rig, it's all about finding that perfect balance between jaw-dropping visuals and buttery smooth performance. So let's dissect each setting and why it's crucial for squeezing every last drop of performance out of that powerhouse PC without compromising on the eye candy. First off, multi-threaded rendering is set to on. This setting takes full advantage of your high-end PC's multi-core processor, ensuring Valorant runs like a dream even during the most intense firefights. Next, we have material quality, texture quality, detail quality, and UI quality, all set to medium. Despite being a high-end PC, keeping these settings at medium strikes a perfect balance between visual fidelity and performance, ensuring you're not wasting precious GPU power on unnecessary details. Vignette, bloom, distortion, and cast shadows are all turned off. While these effects can add depth and realism to the game world, they're more about aesthetics and performance. With high-end PC, you'll hardly miss them, and turning them off ensures the FPS stays sky high. Anti-aliasing is set to MS-AA2X, providing just the right amount of smoothing without sacrificing too much performance. Anti-stropic filtering set to 4X enhances texture detail, making every corner of Valorant's world look sharper and more lifelike. Lastly, improved clarity and beta experimental sharpening are both turned off. While tempting, these settings can introduce unwanted artifacts and even degrade performance on high-end rigs. So there you have it. These graphic settings are meticulously chosen to ensure Valorant looks and plays its best on your high-end gaming PC. With these tweaks, you'll be dominating the battlefield in style. Now that we've covered the basics, it's time to put your settings to the test, whether it's in deathmatch mode or open range practice. Make sure to fine-tune your setup until it's just right. And remember, it's not just about FPS numbers, it's about how you feel in the game. So find the perfect balance between performance and visuals and dominate the battlefield like never before. But in the end, here's the beauty of it all. Despite the hardware differences, Valorant's optimization ensures that whether you're running on a toaster or a beastly rig, you can still enjoy buttery smooth gameplay without breaking a sweat. That's all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more highlights, gaming guides, and tips. Until next time, happy gaming.